How's it going, everyone? So today's video is about the Monstrum 2x flip magnifier. Now, I know this is a little bit different. You're like, hey, your magnifier is mounted on the wrong part of the firearm. This one's a little bit different. So this one was designed to go in front of your red dot. And I know some people are like, oh, flip magnifiers and stuff are just irrelevant. Get an LPVO. I'll explain why I got this in just a moment, but it's kind of just an overview. There wasn't really any footage online of what it looks like looking through it, and so I wanted to take this opportunity to make a video where you do see the 2x magnification and how it's going to look through it. Now, I know I got this cheap red dot right now. I'll be swapping that out probably like 3 or 4 times, but for now, this is just what we're using with it. So, yeah, this is the Monstrum 2x flip magnifier, and let's get into it. Now I'm going to do my best here to line this up, but you can see everything looks pretty far away right there with the regular red dot on. See if I can get it to focus. So that is just the dot. Now, let's see if we can get it to focus, but you can see, I don't think it's going to focus now because the camera's seeing the ring around it, but how much bigger those books are now in comparison. So yeah, you're getting the general idea. This guy magnifies pretty much any red dot sight is what it says. I don't think it says every red dot sight, but it says pretty much every red dot sight. So they feel pretty confident that it will magnify almost anything on the market. It's very secure. It's not flipping, but when I flip it, it stays. So you actually have to manipulate it with your hand. If the riser does not mate with your red dot perfect, then you can replace that little riser block on there with, I put the thicker one on, but there's a thinner one to make it lower, or you can stack them, and it comes with screws for all that too. That are a little bit longer, so, or you can stack them, so you pretty much can line up with just about anything. And I think that's where it says it doesn't work absolutely with everything, but for the most part it's going to work with what you got. You might not be able to get away with, like, if you were running a pistol red dot with just like a little Picatinny attachment to it, it would be too low. But for the most part, more of your AR style red dots should match up with one of those blocks. So now for the reason that I went this route, because I know some people are like, just get an LPVO, be done with it. And then I did this solely for a couple reasons. For one, I wanted to be able to interchange red dots and test out new stuff. And this gives me the ability to do that and still have some magnification. And my second reasoning is that my shooting, even at something pretty close by, my eyesight just isn't good at a distance. I've got great vision up close, but my eyesight at distance is not very good. This kind of helps correct that for me and makes it a little bit more fun to shoot at further distances, because before I was always kind of the person that, even with, like, I know this is just 22, but even with rifles at the range, even if the range only went out 30 meters, I typically didn't send the target out 30 meters just because it started kind of getting hard for me to see it clearly and see what was going on. I could see the target, but I couldn't tell if I hit it or anything like that. And this kind of helps correct that. And here lately, with having a spot to go shoot in the woods, all my friends are trying to, shoot targets at a little bit further range. And I was always like, I guess it's whatever. Now I can have more fun with that. And that is what this whole system that I got going on here is for fun. This is a plinking toy, and that's why I wanted to do the magnifier. I think this guy came in around $89, and I feel like it's pretty worth it. The fact that it is behind your red dot, or in front of your red dot instead of behind, was more appealing to me, because now whatever MOA your red dot is, it's going to stay that way. Yes, in the general picture it's going to look bigger because you're zoomed in, but it's not changing. And I don't know everything about like magnifiers. This is kind of my first step into them, but I saw there was some discussion about your actual red dot looks bigger or something like that, unless you're using like a holographic or something of that sort. I don't know, but this seemed to be kind of the route that I wanted to go, just because it's a lot more versatile and it works with a lot of different things. But yeah, I've used it a couple times now, not a ton. I haven't had a chance to like really go out there and do like 500 rounds with this thing on, but it's been pretty cool. I like the ability to kick it off when I don't want it. That's something with the LPVO. If I don't get one that starts at like 1 times, which most of them don't, most of them I think started at like 3, I'm always going to be zoomed in. So if I'm shooting like something up close, which probably won't be shooting too much stuff up close with this, but if I wanted to, I don't want to be zoomed in on it to where that's like all I see and I'm like scouring, looking around for our target and everything. And I just feel like this is a pretty cool setup, especially for a plinking toy. But that's what I got for you. The Monstrum 2x flip magnifier. I give it a thumbs up. I think it's cool. We'll find out later on. I'll do another review once I've got like more red dots. I think I'm gonna get a Romeo 5 to kind of throw on here and use with it. It should work out as well. But that seemed like a pretty budget friendly one that's good with astigmatisms. So yeah, that's what I got. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would, hit that like button. I got more videos to come. We got a new pistol coming up. It's also a 22. We're doing a lot of 22 stuff right now. Ammo is cheap for 22. And I've got my own place where I live and I can actually use 22. So that helps me out a lot, especially with juggling, having 2 kids, you know, working full time, a lot of busyness that kind of kept me from making videos before. That helps me. But I also now work beside a range, actually work directly beside a Palmetto State Armory. So that's going to be interesting too, that I have a little bit more availability to do this. So I'm getting more into it because everything kind of aligned that I was like, it just makes sense. So if you're not subscribed to the channel. There's a lot more stuff to come. I'm working on a lot of different things. Just got to find time to film it all. So that's what I got. Hit the video with a like. I'll talk to y'all next time.